war outside, and we are cold. We are dying as a city. By now our fight is no longer about victory. It once was assured us, but the surety of it has turned to hell. Anchorage. When the first of us froze under a tarp buried in snow, out of the way where no help could be found, that poor soul departed alone, that poor soul was utterly forsook of life. That soul with no more pain, a fighting chance, or even a voice. It is for his honor we fight, and for all our brethren tore from this life by injustice too soon. If the end is inevitable, whether we stand or whether we fall, we choose to stand.
It is not a record to be proud of. The number of people who have died outside in the streets of Anchorage is now more than double the previous record.
It's a staggering number, from 24 now up to 51 people so far this year.
Harsh Alaska winters have always been a danger to people living outside, but this year there are also other factors, such as a lack of shelter beds after the city closed the Sullivan Arena more than 6 months ago. Low-income housing shortages also play a factor. So here's how we compare to other years. 51 deaths this year, 24 last year, 19 in 2021, and 17 in 2020. The number of outdoor deaths could actually be much higher because a person could die later in a hospital or could have an address but be living outside at the time of their death and not be counted as official outdoor deaths by police.
224 people have been reported to the PAC as missing in action. Their known locations have been checked, and they're not there. Either the camp was not found, or where it was, there is no longer a livable situation there. Their tent has been collapsed, and they're not there. So some of those may still be out there somewhere. They just found shelter or something. I pray to God that's the case, but 9 times out of 10, when someone goes missing out here, if no one's heard from them, something's bad has happened. They're probably dead. They're probably frozen, especially after the weather we've had. I seen someone in a dumpster yesterday, literally in a dumpster, not dumpster diving, but in a dumpster because it kept the wind off of him, and he could have just gone into the lobby of the hotel that he was in the dumpster of, but then he would have been run off by security pretty quickly. So he got in the dumpster to warm up, was probably burning trash, I believe. It's just a really sad situation.
As the latest statistics within the
Tragic.
Anchorage emergency shelter system, out of 574 total winter shelter beds, there are now only 2 beds available, and those are at the shelter on 56th Avenue. Both the Aviator and the Alex hotels are full. The most recent outdoor death in Anchorage, a 40-year-old man whose body was found on the sidewalk in the 800 block of West 5th Avenue. The police report noted that drugs and alcohol were found nearby. Rebecca Polsha, Alaska's News Source, investigates.